In the world of superheroes, you've got some crazy stuff, right? You have indestructible shields made of a metal that shouldn't exist. You've got magic hammers that only a god can lift. And then you have the Hulk's purple pants. Seriously, think about it. The guy balloons up to the size of a small tank, rips through buildings, and yet somehow those pants just hold on for dear life. It's been a running joke for decades, but what if I told you those pants are probably the most important thing about the Hulk right now? Marvel just announced they're bringing the classic purple pants back for the Hulk's big 2025 relaunch. And man, it's not just a nod to old school comics, it's a signal. It's like they're putting up a giant flashing sign that says, "The monster is coming back." And honestly, it's about time. So, what's the big deal with a pair of pants? You gotta understand where they came from. Back in the 60s when the Hulk was created, there were two main reasons for them. First, the censors would have had a heart attack if a giant, naked green dude was running around on the page, so Stan Lee and the guys had to keep him at least partially clothed. The second reason was just pure style. The bright purple just popped against his green skin. It made him stand out. But here's where it gets cool. Later on in the comics, they actually gave a real story reason for them. Bruce Banner, the guy inside the Hulk, is a genius, right? But he's also a total wreck mentally. So to save brain power for his science stuff, he took a page out of Albert Einstein's book. Einstein famously bought a bunch of the same suits, so he never had to think about what to wear. Banner did the same thing. He went to a store, decided purple was a stylish and timeless color, which is a hilarious thought on its own, and just bought a ton of the same purple outfits. Those pants were Banner's attempt at having some kind of control over his chaotic life. It was his one constant. And that's why they matter so much. In the comics, the state of his pants is basically a rageometer. If they're just a little torn, okay, he's mad. But when those things get shredded down to basically a loincloth, you know all of Bruce Banner is gone. It's just pure, unrestrained Hulk, and you need to run. Now, think about the Hulk we've had in the MCU for the last few years. Let's be real, they kind of declawed him. After Endgame, we got Smart Hulk, a version where Banner and the Hulk merged into one being. He was wearing sweaters, taking selfies with kids, and dabbing. Then in She-Hulk, he became a full-on therapy guru. He's living in a beach house in Mexico, meditating, doing breathing exercises, and teaching his cousin about dialectical behavior therapy. He went from being a walking nuclear bomb with anxiety to a self-help life coach. It's gonna be some serious whiplash, man. You can't have him go from making green smoothies and talking about mindfulness one minute to potentially leveling the city the next without some serious explanation. And that's what the purple pants are for. They're the bridge back. They're the symbol that the truce between Banner and the Hulk is over. The wild, unpredictable rage is bubbling back up to the surface. So where are we going to see this happen? All signs are pointing to a darker, more serious Hulk making a comeback, and it starts with a movie that you might not expect. First up, Mark Ruffalo is confirmed to be in the next Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, this isn't going to be just a quick cameo. The rumors are that this movie is going to have a much darker, grittier tone. And the word on the street is that Hulk, Spidey, and Punisher are going to start out fighting each other before they have to team up. On top of that, there's a really cool theory going around that Hulk might be the only person in the universe who still remembers who Peter Parker is. It ties into some of the weirder, more supernatural stuff from the comics, like the Green Door, which is basically a metaphysical backdoor to life and death that only gamma-powered people can access. If that's true, Hulk's not just muscle anymore. He's connected to the universe in a way no one else is. Putting him in a story like that immediately reestablishes him as a serious, complex character, not just the team's big green punching bag. It's the perfect way to start shedding this smart Hulk skin and reminding people of the danger he represents. And if they're really going this dark, there's one name that keeps popping up in fan theories, the ultimate nightmare for the Hulk. Maestro. If you don't know who Maestro is, get ready. He's a version of the Hulk from an alternate future where he survived a nuclear apocalypse. The radiation made him even stronger, but it also drove him completely insane and amplified Banner's intelligence into pure evil cunning. He killed every other superhero and villain on Earth and crowned himself king of the ashes. He's not a monster of rage. He's a monster of intellect and power. Imagine the Hulk, but with the ego of a god and the morality of a serial killer. He's one of the most terrifying villains in all of Marvel Comics. We don't have any leaks confirming Maestro is the next big bad, but a return to a more savage, uncontrollable Hulk is the first step on that path. Is the kind of threat that could absolutely be the focus of a huge event movie like Avengers Doomsday or the long-rumored World War Hulk project. So, yeah, it all comes back to those purple pants. It seems like such a small thing, but it's Marvel's way of telling us they've heard the fans who missed the old Hulk. The one that was a genuine threat, the one that made you nervous every time he was on screen, because you never knew if he was going to save the day or be the disaster. They're training the therapy sessions for raw power, and it's going to make the whole MCU feel a lot more dangerous. What do you guys think? Are you excited for a scarier, more savage Hulk to come back, or did you kind of like the more chilled out therapy version? Let me know in the comments.